Welcome everybody to another episode of Getting to Know Your Center Owners Canada. Today is our first one. I am throwing the baton over to Paige so she can now continue to do these owner interviews with all the people that are now owners in Canada. So welcome, Fiona. Thank you, Paige. You're amazing. I cannot wait to see how Canada grows with the Harmonic Egg.
Thank you, Gail. It's been a ride. We now have 18 centers coming across the country, more every day, and Fiona was one of those first pioneers bringing it to Canada. So I'm so grateful for her making a space in Alberta, in Cochrane, for the egg. She's been an amazing advocate. She even helps, other center owners asking questions and visiting her egg. So she's been a really great resource for our company and the mission that we have with Harmonic Egg. So that being said, Fiona, welcome. Thank you for being a part of today's interview. I wonder if you could start by maybe telling us a little bit about your background and who you are.
Sure. Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for being here. I'm Fiona, and as you can probably tell by the accent, I'm not from Canada, I'm from England. So 20 years ago, I moved over here, thereabouts 20 years ago. I moved over here and got 2 kids now, but life has moved on, and I've done a whole bunch of studies from herbology through to aromatherapy. I've done law of attraction life coaching. I've done a lot of energy medicine from Reiki to Tongren. Tongren is acupuncture without needles. It's distance healing. Or you can do it one-on-one, but it's still distance healing. So that's what I bring to the table. I do a lot of shaman work as well. So I've studied that for a few years, probably about 8 years now. So I'm dipping in and out of that all the time. I'm actually doing another course right now, which is, it's always just another peeling of the onion. It's just another layering, getting deeper knowledge into everything, really. So that's what I bring to the table. So yeah. And it's just a pleasure to have an egg. It's amazing. It really is. It's everything it should be. So yeah.
Well, how did the egg actually find you?
Oh, well, it's one of those things. Eggs kept showing up, right? Crystal eggs. I had a crystal egg that sat on top of my fridge and it fell off and broke, which I was kind of upset about, but I was like, why, the egg? And then I went to the store and there's more eggs and, the egg-shaped stones show up. And then I saw you on Gaia and I'm like, oh, there's the egg. And that was that. Within probably 24 hours of seeing you on Gaia talking about it, I was talking with Paige and we had a long conversation. And I was like, yeah, I'm in. And that I had no idea. So there we are. And
I remember that conversation, Fiona, and it was like every couple of sentences, all we kept saying were goosebumps.
Yeah, it was just like, oh my God, this is happening. Yeah, it was definitely guided. And yeah, just the space and just everything, even down to the point of it actually, the egg actually showing up within 15 minutes of the time when the delivery company told us it was coming. It was 15 minutes. So that's all we read.
That sometimes is a miracle in itself when you're trying to ship 3 huge crates with the egg pieces in it across other countries. It's sometimes just a miracle that everything flows and we actually make it work. So, but yeah, how long have you been open? Do you have some stories for us?
Well, the egg arrived on the 16th of July, which is my mom's birthday, strangely enough. So that was nice. Thanks, Mom. So we were supposed to open on the 10th of August, but we were so busy. There were so many people. People were driving hours, like 6 hours, bringing their entire family on a Sunday. So we opened a week early. So we've been open since the 3rd of August. And yeah, we've seen over 100 people. And the people are amazing. People are coming and yeah, they're driving, like people driving from the next province, like both sides, BC and Saskatchewan. Yeah, it's amazing. And people are seeing massive shifts, like just in themselves, in their growth, in, you know, what they're trying to create in businesses, and, you know, just, you know, how their lives are going. So it's, yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Wow. Is there any story of one of your clients that sort of stands out? I mean, I know every experience in the egg is different. We don't want to make any claims or promises here, but is there a story that stands out to you as just being a practitioner and supporting someone during that journey?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got one gentleman. He came in for other reasons, with some prostate stuff. But the first session that he went in on, he told me on the follow-up call that he hadn't even mentioned it, hadn't even come up in the conversation. And he told me that he, on the follow-up call, that he always had suffered from like severe phlegm. Always, you know, he can't remember when he hadn't. But 50% of that had gone after the first session. You know, we hadn't even worked on it. So when he came back in the following time, we followed up again, and after that it was gone, just gone. So, you know, and yeah, so he's all in. He's like, yeah, this is the best thing ever. And yeah, so it's beautiful when you can see those massive shifts and those massive changes.
It's funny because, you know, we do our intake with our clients. We get to know them as best we can in that time frame before their session, and we can't always capture all of the knowledge, but the egg knows what to do. The egg knows what that person needs, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, like I say, we didn't even speak about it. It wasn't even mentioned. But that was what the egg decided he needed to clear up first, right? And every time he goes in, he's just blown away. And he's just like, yep, blown away. Yep.
I'm always amazed, like how blessed I am when I see all these stories out there, and I brought this technology through because I don't own it. I don't, you know, and the 3D earth plane, I'm the inventor, but it sounds so funny. Ha ha ha. Yeah, my little brain couldn't have invented something so amazing. But yeah, I'm always like, what? That really happened? What? And you think I get used to hearing all these amazing stories, but I'm like, really?
Yeah, it's awesome. And I mean, there's people who go in and they can't speak. Like they can't speak. Like when Paige went in, when she came, and like she couldn't even open her eyes after she'd been in it. And it was just, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And the community that you build with it is huge. I mean, the gifts, like I have a lady who bought me this amazing piece of art for my wall. And I mean, it's like it resonates to 128 hertz. It's got gold leaf through it. It's the colors are submerged in amethyst. I mean, it's just. And she said, "Wow, this is for you." And it's just like blessed, right? It's beautiful, and you know, and I'm humbled every day. Every day, there's someone who comes in, and I'm just like, wow. You know, it's the growth for you personally is huge. It's emotional, right? Yeah. So
Excited, so excited. I mean, I know people's faces change when they come out. I've had, you know, women tell me, oh my gosh, my skin is tighter. It's like, I think there's maybe some anti-aging things going on. So and you know, I'm turning 51 this year, and people are like, what? Because I still don't have the little wrinkles, and I'm getting gray hair from all the stress of trying to build an egg empire. But you know, hey.
It's not so bad. It's not so bad.
Yeah, right. I see myself as an older lady with super long braided gray hair, and just I feel like the eggs were kind of guided by my current self, was the prototype, and then the eggs now are my future self, is where that guidance came from. So it's really interesting.
Yeah. I wanted to bring up too your lovely associate and sort of partner, Brittany, to kind of touch base where, you know, you have this wonderful background in healing modalities and being a shamanic practitioner, but then you have this wonderful partner in Brittany, and this just goes to show how really anyone can approach the egg and become a practitioner and help people in their community. Tell us a little bit about Brittany and your collaboration with her.
Right. Well, Brittany was brought to me because I asked. I realized that I wasn't going to be able to work 6 days a week. I have 2 children and a puppy, and I have a life as well. So I asked and I said, I need someone, and the name that came through was Brittany. And I have no idea who Brittany is. I don't know. I don't know a Brittany. And then I was sitting in my office, probably doing some live work, some distance work and stuff. And I heard someone outside of my office go, "Hey, Brittany!" And I'm like, "Okay, all right. I have to go and see who this person is." So I went and had a chat with her and told her about what I was doing and the egg and all the rest of it. And she was like trembling. She was like, "I can't believe this." So I gave her an egg. It was a crystal egg, just to hang on to while she did her biotuning session, actually. And actually, this was the first, she's only just told me this was the first biotuning session that she'd actually come out of fight or flight. In that session, when I told her about the egg, and I invited her to come and like try and work, and we'll work together and see what's happening. And she's doing all of the Instagram stuff, which is fantastic. She's doing a great job. And that's how I met Brittany. And I mean, she has grown so much through the people that we're meeting and through the connections that we're making. And she has really stepped in, and she's awesome. She's nearly 26. And so she does 2 days a week for me. So, but she's amazing, super intuitive, and really all in as well. It's very she's very energetic.
She was such a beautiful soul when we did the online training, because I couldn't get to Canada. But super inquisitive and so cute. I always knew that Brittany was going to have another question. And it was so amazing to see this young soul just, so inquisitive and so passionate about this. So yeah, great find.
Yeah, she's just sucking it all up, and and then I brought the Grigori Grabovoi books to the office, so we're looking up all the numbers and so we're having fun as well. So, and we're learning, and I mean, there's always space for more knowledge, right? So it's great to be able to layer all this stuff on, which is what it's always been, all of this energy work, and right the way through to here. There's always this big knowledge, so I love it.
And your future too with the egg is really exciting, because you're actually bringing another harmonic egg to Canmore, Alberta, which I know very well. My family lived there for some time, so I visited there quite a bit. It's so beautiful, just like Cochrane. How do you feel about the future of having multiple locations in Alberta?
It's exciting. It's a bit daunting. I was out in Canmore last week with my kids. I did kind of a little ceremony. I took some rocks from Cochrane and switched them over with Canmore, and then I've got some actually in with the egg. So we're connected the spaces, and I haven't got space. I got talking to a couple of people. I put some posters up, and so I've got some contacts, I've got some connections, and people are like, "This is what Canmore needs. We really need one of these." So I've got a weekend booked out there in October, so I'm just gonna it'll show up. I keep being told it's gonna show up. It's all gonna be good. So I'm not stressing too much about it right now. But it's exciting. It's really exciting to be able to have them, over, and it's like 45-minute drive from here. So, but into the mountains, the energy of the mountains is beautiful. Canmore has got some amazing people living there too. There's a lot of healers out there. There's a lot of artists out there. There's a lot of creativity out there. So it's a beautiful place, right? Mountain energy. Yeah, it's exciting.
I want to come visit you guys.
Yes, you should come visit.
I want to. We tried.
Oh, I know. Well, you will do. Eventually you will. Eventually it'll be not a problem. So it's all good.
Well, that's the extent of my questions for today. Fiona, was there any sort of parting words you'd like to impart to maybe future owners thinking about, running their own egg center?
If you feel that is your calling, then just trust, because I just trusted, and it happened, and I mean, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. I'm fully booked. I'm, yeah, I mean, just put it out there that you're there. I mean, I did a lot of pre-marketing. You know, so many people have seen Gail on Gaia. So many people. So it's, you know, you're famous. Um, so, you know, it's, I don't hesitate. If you can do it, then don't hesitate. If you've got the opportunity, then, you know, because the more people we can touch, the more people we can make feel better, whatever that is, and whatever level that is, you know, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever that is, then we should do it. This should be something that everybody has access to, and that's why community is so important, so that we can support each other. And you know, I mean, I think all the center owners do specials and deals, and you know, so that it's available to as many people as possible. And that's what I always said I wanted to do, was create community. So
yeah, it should be available to the masses, not just the classes. It's not fair. You know, there's things just available for people who have money. That's not what we're about.
No, not at all. Not at all. It's about community and building and supporting each other. That ripple effect, right? That ripple effect. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful, Fiona. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for talking with us today. Gail, has the baton officially been passed?
Yes, here it is again.
Thank you so much, Gail, too, for helping us out today. And you can look for more Canadian interviews along with all of the other locations that Gail has done as each egg opens across the world.
Well, I'll tell you what, Paige, you don't really need any help from me. You are a rock star. You're doing great. I'm so proud of you, and I love both of you guys.
We love you too.
Here, we love you too.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, I guess this is us signing off. Thanks to everybody who's listening for tuning in, and catch us next time. Okay.
Bye.